Wholeness. I'm gonna try and go through this quickly before somebody come in here and get me banned. TikTok seems to have a target on my back right now. So this was a Metatron clearing and protection wheel grid that I had devised way back in 2015, doing some house cleaning. So found it, reworked it, repurposed it, and decided to pull dominoes based off of the grid. The grid itself, if you did the research about the Metatron clear and protection wheel, is supposed to be a personal field of safety enhancer. So it expands your personal auric field. Can't remember the parameters, but it expands it extensively using crystal energy and sacred geometry. So I asked just a generic question of, what is the value of each point on the grid? And I posted a picture and asked people to comment which one of the points called out to them the most. So the first one is fear. Again, this is, just an open and generic reading. So the first one is, what is the value of fear? And that's the center domino. The value of fear is 1 over nothing. It's 10. My number system, this is the 10 domino. It's a duality. It's a 1 and it's a 10. Looking at it from the 10, that's the Wheel of Fortune, which you'll hear me call the point of choice. The word was fear. Fear becomes the point of choice. So in looking at that, where this is the higher perspective, the lower perspective, and then you add it together for the total picture, the higher perspective is 1, there's a potential. Fear, there is now something that could potentially put me in harm. The lower perspective is nothing. In this case, the lower perspective should have been the wisest thing. But I can see it from the point of duality too. What I'm saying is the lower perspective showed you nothing. That should have been everything I need to see. If it's not showing me anything, I don't need to see it at all. A lot of y'all would do well to learn that. If it's not showing me nothing, why am I investing my energy into it? That'll stop a lot of y'all from going down so many of these rabbit holes that y'all just keep falling prey to. If it ain't showing you nothing up front, stop giving your energy into it, trying to find something on the backside. Because the whole thing was, potentially, it can make you move. Potentially, it can make me move, but now I'm going to go move to make sure that it don't potentially move me. You're right. The point of choice, the Lilith energy, the Lilith choice. You're going to choose between enslavement, or like I say all the time, you're going to choose between the knife and the gun. Neither one of them going to work out for you. So fear, neither one of them going to work out for you. You should have been still. The minute that you recognize fear, it led to the second one, doubt. If fear presents itself as something that can potentially move me, then I need to choose me. But if I don't choose me immediately, I'm going to fall prey to doubt. The domino for that one is 1 becomes 4, 14, which totals to a 5. Remember, fear showed you the potential to see nothing. Doubt put you in a trap. Doubt put you in a box. Again, potentially trapped. Why? Because now I'm trying to find balance with fear. 14, Temperance card. You become patient. But as you hear me say a lot, not only do you become patient, you become a patient. You get checked into the fucking mental hospital. You get checked into the craziest game called existence, trying to fix something that wasn't there by creating it to make sure that it's not there. Potentially trapping myself because 1 plus 4 is 5 because I moved. So from there, this could go many different directions, but I'm going to honor it for what it was. The most important thing after you have fear and doubt should be awareness. Awareness of what this is going to end up doing to me. So this top domino right here was awareness of what's going. God damn it, I can't make this shit up. 1 showed me 4. Now 4 showed me 3. This is awareness. And in my number system, 34 is the number for God. Not Sky Daddy, but God. Generator, operator, destroyer. That is God in this realm. What's being generated, what I'm operating through, and what's going to potentially destroy me. So awareness already showed me the thoughts, 3, are the trap. 3 plus 4 becomes 7. The thoughts in my head will become what I get trapped in, and holy shit, that's who I am. So awareness will show me who I am. Unfortunately, say, for example, with 2023, the year of self-awareness, if who I think I am is based off of what I've been through, but yet what I've been through is not really authentic to me, This is not who you are. This is not who you are. This is not who I am. I can say this every day in many different ways. What we're going through now and what we have been going through is not authentic to us. It's what we allowed because we fell prey to fear. Falling prey to fear has left a space to get trapped in that fear because the only thing you're thinking about is fear. So the only commonality in what people have as self-awareness is their fear. From there, if 3 plus 4 has shown me 7, I think I'm aware, but I don't realize I'm really working for fear. Perception was the next thing. The only thing you're going to end up perceiving is fear. God, 34, becomes FAFO. You'll fuck around and find out. God becomes 36. 36 really is a sense of duality. The thoughts have now become the only thing I find. 6 is foundation. 3 is thoughts. 6 is foundation. You want to use tarot? 3 is the Empress, and 6 is love. The Empress is the point of creation. Created to love. But what are you loving? What you didn't see. What you didn't see? Fear. So perception basically just shows you 3 plus 6 is 9. And 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 is control because 9 is the hermit. The hermit is the figure that is going on a journey. Only nowadays, like I told you, this new age hermit, the new age hermit basically is in retreat. The new age hermit goes into retreat because too much is going on in its environment. That is why people consistently want to go into abstinence and spiritual maintenance and isolation and all these other things because you have hit points of overwhelm. Remember, if you chose you first, or if you continue to learn how to choose you first, won't be that much that can overwhelm you. Keep trying to find you in everything that's being presented out here, you're forever lost and you'll be forever overly stimulated by everything else because you won't have any awareness of self. You just have awareness of what can pull you apart. Fuck around and find out. So your perception, you fuck around and find out. The only thing you're perceiving is your fear. Trying to find the clearest definition of you in your fear, meaning that's not you. It's basically just a perspective of you going through something. But not to get too ahead on that. So perception leads to perspective. What I think I'm seeing will allow me a better way to look at things. So this next domino is perspective. The perspective is going to show me really nothing here but me down here. The perspective ain't showing me nothing except for how I moved. 5 is movement. 5 is the Hierophant if you want to play with tarot. The Hierophant is the figure that already knows everything. But if I already know everything, why am I moving? If I already know everything, why am I moving? So perspective basically shows you when you shouldn't be moving. But here in this realm where we're fear responsive and trauma based knowledge, we'll always find a way to not keep still. Why? Because we value what we think we go through. This next domino is value. And when you value what you think you went through more than the ability to stop yourself altogether, you're already lost. Value. And that is a big thing out here. Energetic value is way off. Way off. Remember, the last domino was perspective, how I'm going to move. That 5, hello 22. The master builder. My choice of what I'm building. 22. What I think I see that has me moving is what I'm going to end up creating. Holy shit. Law of attraction, law of manifestation, law of cause and effect, law of karma, law of dharma, law of who gives a shit. You'll make up something anyway. 22, you'll build it. Because you won't learn how to keep still on yourself, you'll keep building shit to justify why you keep on moving. You've given your value into the experience because you didn't value yourself enough. A lot of y'all do that daily. So why? The next one is identity. Because I identify with the potential. Holy shit. I identify with the potential to see something outside because I didn't value what I already saw within me. So because I didn't value what I already saw within me, 2 plus 2 became 4. I need to find a balance in everything I'm going through. Let your life tell your tale on that one. A lot of people try and find balance in their relationships when you should be trying to find reciprocity. You should find wholeness within yourself and then make sure nothing else leaves your ass in balance. Balance is a condition. So the next one right here is identity. If I know who I am, then I should only identify with things that bear the same reciprocal reflection, not a reflection of me and my damaged mind state of trauma, fear. So the next one is identity. How important is identity out here? That 2 will show you the 6. See these 2s, as above, so below. If you 2 over 2 is really 1, if I see the wholeness of it, then it will show me everything I need to see. See, the problem with this domino here, 2, 2, is this is also 2, 2. This is 2, 6. This is 2, 11. And this is 2, 1, and 1, 2, 2. This is a multiplicity domino when you're doing numerology. So, and also this is railroad tracks. What I think I see up here gonna get me railroaded down here. Why? Because it's what I'm building. What do you do with a railroad? You transport. You're going on a journey. But what's 26? In my number system, 26 is empathy. Energy moving on a path that is going to show me me. Energy moved on a path called you. That's empathy. So if I don't know who I am and I identify with what I think I'm going through, what I given my energy to because I identify with it is going to be me. False. That again, as I said at the beginning, is the problem with this realm right now. We've identified with the lack of scarcity consciousness and the mind state of poverty that this realm has allowed itself to enter into, that people think this is what we got to go through. And people say that shit all the time. What a time to be alive. Bullshit. Hi, I'm in my 50s. Bullshit. Like that little boy. A bullshit. Really. If y'all think now is such a magnificent time to be going through because change is coming, you ain't been paying the fuck attention. The shit is getting worse. And to sit there and keep saying it's getting worse because it's going to get better, where the fuck they do that at? Where the fuck they do that at? Which plantation y'all been on? So, but it's a choice. You keep identifying with this shit that's got your ass railroaded and on a journey and in states of empathy. This too much. 2 + 6 is 8. It ain't nothing but a reflection of the struggle. What was the struggle? Fear. Potentially seeing nothing ain't showing you shit. But it's your choice to keep trying to create shit where you have not been shown shit. You keep voting. So from here, we get choice. You'll keep voting. You'll try and turn the trap into what's going to give you balance, and then that'll set you free. You'll try and turn what has already got you trapped in into what brings you balance, and then everything will be balanced out. I'm going to answer that one from my perspective. My personal perspective, Bushido, first of all, I had to throw that word satanic out of there. That's a stroke and stoke word. Let's just use the word corrupt, because the major religions can be just as quote unquote demonic as the ones that they like to quote unquote call demonized. So why is the melanated people so easy to corrupt? Because at some point in time, again, my perspective and experience, we had a closer resonance to a standard vibration. We'll call it the Schumann resonance of this realm. We had a closer resonance to what was natural. And then as shit got more erratic and unnatural, the human mind learned to adjust to the erratic state of it. Devolution, not evolution. So now the current model of human is easier to adjust to chaos, whereas the older versions of existence never learned to adapt. So it's like, say for example, if that's not confusing you too much, think about it. Superman in the comic books is one of the strongest things there is in the universe, but that motherfucker's susceptible to magic. Mentally, he's not prepared for magic. Mentally, a lot of melanated beings can't handle magic because magic is chaos in nature. Magic in application is taking what was already there and manipulating it into manifesting something different. So if you take from the core and change it into a chaotic vibration, pulling from the core is easier to corrupt than pulling from the chaos that is already. Everything's chaos in this realm because people try and call it order. It's a reverse curse. When you try and take what was already in order and change it into what you want it to be ordered, that's what you call alchemy. Hi, I'm lead. No, I don't need you to be lead. I value you more as gold. But wait a minute, I'm lead. No, I need you to be gold, player. Okay. That's not order. That's chaos. You change what was in favor of what you need it to be. That's colonization. That is mental colonization on a level way beyond the fucking meat suit. So older formats of energy can be easily corrupted by newer formats of energy if the newer formats of energy are only hell bent on destruction. And destruction is perspective. Destruction ain't, oh, I'm just destroying stuff. Destruction is loss of formation, if that makes sense. So again, my perspective, my experience, easier to corrupt because not only were they in a more natural state to when there was no stress and strife in this realm, didn't learn how to adapt to the stress and strife of the realm because the stress and the strife of the realm was produced from their lack of ability to maintain stillness. When something came in and decided to move the original vibration, instead of staying together and standing still, it tried to respond to it and it became it. Devolution. So in becoming it, you're no longer authentic to yourself. Plus you lose your identity. But you'll end up thinking that you're something else because everything else that has now taken your identity tries to teach you what you are. And even when you think it's what you are, it ain't what you is. But it can make you feel good. But it's your choice. Why? Next domino. Belief. Remember, this was the master manifester. This was choice. It's your choice to manifest this shit. If I know that I'm giving my energy into systems and people that ain't really working out for me, the whole answer is stop providing the power source. Not vote for an alternative power source that might potentially work for me. Just stop working for it. Stop building the plantation that's going to contain you. Stop further building this matrix. Stop thinking that if I take ownership of the matrix and then I do to them what they did to me, that the teeter-totter effect ain't going to apply. As above, the trap here will now become the trap down here. 44, the manifester. But what's 4 plus 4? 8. Still a struggle. You're still struggling. See, people want control, but control will always require somebody else to be subservient. I don't want control. I just want awareness. What was awareness? What I call God. My thoughts will show me everything that's going to destroy me. Because what's going to destroy me? The things that's going to put me in balance. Put me in balance already has me in separation. If you think about it, if you have an account, you're in balance. With a bank, they got a piece of you just like you think you got a piece of them. Only somebody's stronger than the other one. Let the laws tell you that. So you understand what I'm saying? I don't need balance. I need wholeness. I need to be aware that if I open an account with something else, it's already attached to my energy and vice versa. Me being at wholeness, what I created here is reflected here. There's no trap. There's no struggle. That's reciprocity. The only thing that should be manifested in this realm is reciprocal flow of awareness. That's called alignment. I need to get into align meant for me and not align meant to fucking pull me apart. Struggle mentality. But your belief, generally speaking, belief is a motherfucker. And as I explained yesterday, belief in my code system is delusionally existing where I have lowered my existence into intelligence, what I think I know, and then existing in force. So in other words, enslavement. I believe what has got me thinking lower is what's going to help me think higher, if that makes sense. That's a lot of people. It's what you've heard me say for years. If you've been following me for years, you can't use what was used. You cannot use what was devised to enslave you as what's going to set you free. It's idiocracy. And I don't give a fuck who that offends. If you're going to use something that was used to contain you in spell work, I don't want to use from that same energy to try and get free because now that same energy already has a perversion. Learn that word. It has a perversion towards my energy because it was already used to feeding from me. So it would be ignorant, arrogant, and stupid to try and use something that has already been feeding from me as what I think is going to set me free. It already likes your energy. It's like telling a vampire, All right, you bit me yesterday, but don't bite me, but go help me fight somebody else. The minute you start bleeding, oh shit, I remember how that tastes. It's gonna bite you again. Law of fucking attraction. But we keep trying to use the same shit that's got us contained as what's gonna set us free. Law of attraction. You're only attracting more chaos. But again, that was belief. Belief led in no. That was identity. That was choice. Now we're at belief. Belief, again, like I said, is where you forcing your energy into where you shouldn't have never been. 25, guidance. The reflection of what I think I know is going to be how I move. 2 + 5, 7. That's self-awareness in itself. Belief is based off of self-awareness in the sense to where if I believe in something and it is showing me a better piece of who I think I am, I'll stick with it. But let history show you, there's been plenty of people who have invested in systems that they thought were a better fit for them. Because again, as I said earlier, you don't have any core memory of your identity. You'll go through systems of belief that show you a bigger piece of you until you hit that point to where, holy shit, this is not who I am, or there's nothing further for me. So now you have to go pick up all your energy and go find another place to find you. Again, alchemy. If I know who I am, I don't have to go on a journey. If I don't know who I am, I have to either go change something to become a better fit for me, or I have to go change myself to become a better fit for it. Belief. Delusionally existing in a lower existence where I have to exist under force. But it's your choice. 2 + 5, 7. As long as it's showing me who I think I am, I'm safe. But if who I think I am is only a result where I was never enough, you're never safe. You're never safe. That is the proverbial person that's in a bad relationship where they get their ass whooped all the time. Now they go into another relationship where they don't get their ass whooped all the time, but the motherfucker cheat on them every day. See, at least it's better. Yeah. See, that president was racist and didn't do anything for us and always talked bad about us. Well, this one, well, he racist, but he ain't as racist, but he don't do nothing for us. So let's find somebody who's going to be less racist and do a little bit more for us, but still don't give a shit. Conditionalism. You'll keep voting for more systems of containment as long as you think the containment ain't as great as the containment before. But you'll believe it. Again, you'll invest more into what you're going through than you will to in yourself. And again, as I showed back here, the whole problem is what you're going through is really just a misinvestment of your energy. You don't go through anything until you create time for it. Time comes from you. If you don't give your time into all this shit that is putting you through something, you stop choosing the struggle. You stop manifesting it. Stop voting for the same shit that's killing you, then the only thing killing you is you. Oops, accountability and responsibility. But again, from belief, we went to intentions. Intentions is basically what I want to see. I believed in something, and now my intent is to make it become what I want to see. Intentions. Ding, them fucking thoughts. Thoughts are going to be the only thing that's going to show me nothing and everything. This is truth. Intentions, and I used to say this all the time, like when dealing in spell work and stuff, intentions is 95% of the game. You can pipe dream yourself and say, well, my intentions were pure, so it'll work out in my favor. Sorry, that's a pipe dream. My intentions is to be a millionaire, but if I don't apply my energy directly and correctly, good the fuck luck, Chuck. See, that is one of the dangers in this realm, is it's so easy to mislead you by telling you shit that make you feel good. You can't stop people because remember I told you, it's your choice to keep believing in something that is working greater for me than I am for myself. Your intentions don't mean shit. Because the problem is your intentions can be fed to you by your thoughts. But if your thoughts are already being fed to you by your fears, those aren't your thoughts. Those are your captivity points. So my intentions said 3 and 0. My number system, 30. It's the king of earth. It is what's ruling over what I believe. Remember, this was belief. In my system, 25, that's your guidance system. If I believe something is guiding me to see a better version of me, then I'll keep on coming over to it. This is investment. Intentions become investment, and investment is the next one. I almost forgot it. The investment is the next domino, but this one, intentions, is the thoughts are going to show me everything I need to see. This blank space is basically exactly what it is. It's a blank canvas. If you're a writer or artist, that's a beautiful thing. I got a blank canvas, That's creative control. The thoughts can show you everything, or the thoughts can show you nothing. It's up to you to figure out which one you believe in. You believe in what you're going through, or do you believe in the ability to stop that shit altogether? Investment. Holy shit. Told you, it's a blank canvas. Investment is basically going to be the results of your thoughts. But what were you thinking? What did I invest in? This is the blank check. This is the blank check. This is potentially, if you've been following me and I tell you 55 is the master manipulator, this is the hidden 55. It ain't going to show you. This is not going to show you that it's doing it to you. It just needs you to see itself. It just needs you to see yourself, is what I meant to say. This is blank blank, the strongest and weakest domino. Holy shit. Why are people susceptible to corruption by darker things? Because they're too busy looking for their light, but yet light has a source. Let's just do this. Energetic investment. If I know myself as source, then it's my choice to invest. If I just think I'm the light, then I'm already been broken apart. If I think I'm the dark, not only am I already broken apart, but I now have a screwed up value system of what I'm worth. Most people who like to relegate themselves as I'm a dark being, I'm a dark this and dark that, most of them already have so much trauma in their path that they think that that's the safest point to operate from, because the light ain't never shown me what I want to see. The light and the dark are already systems of separation. The source is where it all fucking comes from. So if I'm dealing with investment, I need to go to the source, or holy shit, I'm dealing with the middleman. So my investment, if I'm going to write a blank check, I better write it to the source. But holy shit, I better write it to me. Because if I'm paying somebody else and they're not telling me what it's going to cost, I said this shit the other day, you just bought a fucking timeshare. You just bought a timeshare, and if anybody never dealt with a timeshare, them motherfuckers rape you. So your investment can get you fucked up. You better understand that nothing sometimes really is nothing, just like everything sometimes really is nothing. What I see? Nothing. Then that was everything you need to know. But when you trick yourself into needing to see more, the original two dominoes was fear and doubt. What's running the whole show? Fear and doubt. It didn't show me nothing, but I'm scared that there's something hidden. So there's doubt. Poop. Now we're back on this train. So once you invest that blank check into existence, now you get experience. Remember, I told you the whole thing was basically 3. Your thoughts are going to take you on a journey. Experience is thoughts that have now already replicated themselves. 33 is the number for experience for me. Boom. It's who I think I am. 1, 6, but this is also 111. This is potential has now manifested in what I invested in, mind, body, soul. This is tangible existence. The experience becomes the tangible existence because now I have already invested all my energy. This is unlimited potential. I've invested the blank check into what I can go through. And now what was up here has left me in duality. But really, what was up here and what was down there wasn't even the whole picture. 1, 1, 1. It was just a thought. 3. Potential of the mind, potential of the body, because potentially you've already lost your soul. It's just a power plant. So 111, 3, 12, it don't matter. 12, the hangman. You're already hung up on experience. You're already caught in experience trying to learn more about what you're going through. But hello, what I'm going through requires me to disperse myself. I have to manifest what I'm going through in order to verify what I'm going through. So then what you're going through is really just the separation of self. That'll fuck some of y'all up. Y'all don't like to hear that. What you're going through is just the illusion of what you think you're going through. By producing what you think you're going through, aka life is but a fucking dream. But it's turning out to be a nightmare because you misinvest your fucking energy. Because you keep writing blank checks to the fucking thoughts. Creative control. So from there, the energetic cost. Remember I told you this right here, investment. Investment said you gave a blank check. So you just told it to just show me what I want to see. The experience was supposed to be showing you the tower card. What's the tower card? What's going on inside of me? Show me what's going on inside of me. Asking somebody, hi, as a reader, asking a reader what's going on inside of you is really a dangerous thing. Sorry, Grand Rising. Asking somebody else about what's going on inside of your head and your life is dangerous because the only thing we can do is pull from fields of probabilities and possibilities and use our own personal level of discernment, even if you do channel and bring in mediumship. Because what spirits are witnessing in other realms for what you got going on is never 100% of what you have the potential to do. They just looking down timelines of where you could potentially be, but you have the right to choose to take yourself off course or stay on course at any moment. So when you are dealing with the experience and energetic costs and trying to get someone else to tell you what you got to do, that's already enslavement. What I got to do next, boss? It's going to cost you everything. Remember Thanos? What did it cost you? What did it cost you? Everything. It cost him everything that he loved to destroy what he hated. Some of y'all would do well to pay attention and decipher that. Sometimes it's costing you everything you love, your peace, to destroy everything you hate. See, they trying to take my peace, so I'm going to go give them my peace just to show them that they can't give me hell and take my peace. Energetic cost. You wrote a blank check, so it's going to cost you. Oops. Back here, this was awareness. Awareness was God. Generator, operator, destroyer. The thoughts are going to trap you. What was the energetic cost? The thoughts are going to trap you into everything that you're going through, mind, body, soul, the tower card, because you wrote a blank check. Sorry. Your energetic cost? God. You're going to generate it. Now you're going to operate it, go through it, and it's going to potentially destroy you. Or you're going to end up destroying it. Either way it go, it's a fucking war. But 7 showed you another 7 because you keep seeing 7 because you forgot that you was 7. Awareness that I'm just a thought that could potentially trap myself, I mean, you lost your identity. Now, anything else that has more clever use of your energy than you have awareness of your energy can use you. Now you're under a fucking spell. Whether you want to call it the Leviathan curse or the Kingu curse, it don't fucking matter. Keep giving your energy into all this shit. It don't fucking matter. Because the energetic cost of not knowing that you are the God in this situation, your thoughts have been the only thing trapping you. You're now waiting on them thoughts that have trapped you to be the thought form that's going to set you free. Trauma. Trauma. This is the last domino. Trauma. So we'll walk it back from the beginning. The first thing was fear. Potentially ain't going to show you shit. Better choose you. Didn't do it. Doubt. I didn't choose me. So potentially I ended up in a trap. Didn't choose me. Awareness. Now I'm aware that these thoughts are what's trapping me. Because what was the initial thought? The initial thought was just fear. I don't know what's going on. That's a fear. Not knowing is a fear. Not knowing is the bad thing that's got this realm in problem. You think you know. But going around here, awareness. Awareness that, holy shit, I was the God in the situation because it's going to require my energy to create everything I'm going through. Perception. Now, that thought is going to show me where I have been found. 6 is foundations. Where'd you get found? In your thoughts. Where most of the people at? In their head. What has 2023 shown y'all? Holy shit, it is hard to get out of my head. What was 23? Self-awareness. I need to be aware that, holy shit, I'm in my head a whole bit too much this year. So guess where I need to do the work? On me. I need to get the fuck out of my head. No, too busy paying attention. Every single one of them. Each one is a reflection of the other one. It's just little minor nuances in one to make one a little bit more etherically heavy, if we'll use that, than the other one, but they all converge. Don't matter how many timelines you go through. So perception said, you're going to fuck around and find out. The FAFO card, 9, you're under control. My perspective told me, I best move. Why must you move? Because I don't know who I am, and I think I need to go find someplace safe to be. But where did this all take place at? In your head. So what's going on in my head has left me unsafe. I need to go find someplace safe. There is no place safer than in your head. Deal with what's going on inside of you before you get out here and infect everybody else. Get it? Don't get out here and project your bullshit on everybody else or feel like everybody else projecting their bullshit on you. Fix you. Take accountability and take responsibility for what the fuck going on in your head. It always is telling you why you got to move. Why I got to move? Because I got fear and I got doubt. Oops, doubt. 1 + 4, 5. What was my perspective? 5. Because I gave value to it. 22. So that means I got to build it. Why? Because I now identify with it. Empathy. 26. Struggle. 8. Why? Because I chose to identify with what I was struggling with. Holy shit, I manifested it. 44, another 8. Traumas. So then I believe in it. Now that's me. 25, 7. It's who I am. It's what's guiding me. Well, what's guiding me? My doubt. Why is it doubting you? Because it's keeping me away from my fear. Nope. It ain't keeping you away from your fear. It's making your fear keep you away from you. Oops. Why? Because I believe more in it. More than I do myself. Intention. So then the intentions is the thoughts ain't going to leave no space for me. It's going to try and show me everything else it wants to create. What does it want to create? Don't know, player. Just give me a blank check. Give me a blank check and I'll show you everything that could potentially become you, because this is your investment. Another 7, the 16, the tower card, because it's going to cost you, again, everything. The thoughts have now become the ruler. You started out as the ruler in awareness, but when you lose awareness, you end up enslaved to what you think you know. That's the energetic cost of experience. And then that leaves you in this last one, which is trauma. Trauma is the results of an experience that has already taken place. Again, with me, traumas are double-ended. The word in this realm, when you hear the word trauma, people think about something bad. No, if you win $1 million, that's traumatic. Work with me. If somebody was to win $1 million, that's traumatic because it's life-changing. It's not, a bad thing. It's, holy shit, I now have been inundated with so much energy that I have to focus on what's going on. All my fears and all my doubts have now been realized. I can now get out of them, or I'm now created more because, holy shit, is this going to be enough? You understand that? Really, it's a birthing point. Trauma is resurrection. Trauma is you went through an experience and now you're back here trying to fucking Anubis function. You're here reviewing the results of the experience and trying to figure out where you're going next. So it becomes death and birth at the same time. I went through something and now here's review. There's the trauma right there. It ain't the experience you went through, it's the results of the experience. What you went through was just really experience. It was choices. Trauma becomes a foundation point where you keep choosing what you went through more than choosing yourself. And if you don't choose yourself after a trauma, the trauma now chooses you for replication. So this last one is trauma. 26 in reverse. Over here, identity. Identity, this was empathy. I have now reflected on where I kept moving. Sorry about that. Over here with trauma, instead of reflecting on where I moved where I thought I knew. I keep moving on what I reflected on. Holy shit, what are you reflecting on? The past. 99% of the people in this realm make a decision based off of the past, never the present. Never being present and understanding what I already been through, it's not a trauma, it's experience. Whether it was good or bad, I can't change that value. I just have to make sure that that value does not change me. So I operate from now in stillness so that I don't make a decision reflective of the past, trying to create a better future, because the only thing you're going to do is create a better future based off the past. Where was your fucking present? And did you suppress the value of the fucking future? Bad situation, better situation is still bad. For a lot of people, this is still better. You still carrying the bad, and this still ain't enough. See, well, at least the gas prices went down. Yeah, but are you still paying too much? Yeah, but the one domino people don't see, justification. The 11. This is good, but I understand things because it's supposed to be bad. No, things are supposed to be in wholeness. Things are supposed to be at its maximum potential, not potentially pulling you apart. And I'm happy when it's not pulling me apart so much. That's conditionalism. That is justification, the grand justifier. That 6, your foundations, your trauma will show you where you're already trapped. Your traumas will show you where you're trapped. This again, and this is not disrespectful, this is just personal perspective, experience in the whole fucking 9, observance. A lot of y'all don't want to get out of your traumas. Y'all want your traumas to get out of you. You don't want to own up to the fact that shit happens. I need to make sure that I'm not creating the shit that keeps happening. I need to make sure that I'm not subscribing to the same systems, thought forms, people, places, and the same shit that has consistently traumatized me. And I need to choose myself, not go through things that give me a better chance to be safe. Safety ain't never safe. Look at your computer and hit Control-Alt-Delete and tell me how much you got used, or tell me how much computer you have left to use. Control-Alt-Delete don't set you free. It just puts you in a better field of usability with the sickness. Your traumas are a sickness. But the last thing I'll leave you with, instead of justifying them motherfuckers, because remember right here, 6 plus 4 is 10. This was a 10. You keep justifying your fear. You keep justifying your fear, but you have to understand that your traumas in the past period don't know you until you keep introducing yourself. It's called the past for a reason. PASSED, not just PAST. You already passed it. So stop showing up and taking a test. Stop testing yourself. Renee, I don't know. The question is your husband trustworthy enough to be left alone with June? I don't know. It don't matter. Again, fear and doubt. If you can't trust him, why are you with him? And if you can't trust her, why is she a part of the equation? Exactly what I'm saying. I'm going to shut up because I was going to say something raunchy. But I'm going to go. Wholeness.